headline that you need to know this week compared to last week is we're going to have a lot of weather systems rolling through, big changes to come this week, and that's the first thing I want you to know. We have an active stretch of weather this week with multiple fronts moving through. Also, that's going to bring us many chances for rain, even some thunderstorms. First chance for storms is going to be Tuesday. At this point, we're not anticipating any severe weather, but you know we can't rule out a strong storm here in southeast Texas when they're in the forecast. And that chilly weather, winter, well, it's not necessarily over yet. We do have some pretty cold mornings coming up this week and potentially next week as well. Meanwhile, we do have our first front rolling through the region right now. It's been slow, and it really hasn't reached Houston. The only way we know this front is here because of winds. Winds shifted at Bush Intercontinental right around about 3, 4 o'clock, so we know the front is overhead. It's just really lost steam. It hasn't brought much oomph with it this time around moving through the region. 13 alert radar hasn't really picked up any rain either across Harris County or other portions of southeast Texas. So for tonight, we are going to keep a cloudy sky, small chance for an isolated shower with temperatures dropping into the upper 50s. It is going to feel colder tomorrow. And then by tomorrow afternoon, we all have the chance to see some slightly cooler temperatures, highs in the 70s. We'll have more on this coming up in my full forecast.
Tell us about the changes in our weather this week.
I mean, it's felt like April, that's for sure. So that's probably why I was starting to maybe see some of these flowers wake up. But if you see any, make sure you take care of them later this week because we are going to see some pretty chilly weather with multiple fronts rolling through this week. First one is going to bring some pretty inclement conditions Tuesday through Thursday, at least when you compare it to the weather we've become accustomed to. Over the past 2 weeks, Thursday, this front will begin to approach the region. It's going to move through pretty slow, just kind of like what we saw today. There has been a front over our heads, but you might have not felt the difference. Tuesday, the front will begin to approach the region. Temperatures will stay very warm in the 70s, but we will likely see some showers and thunderstorms with that front. Then the front will linger. It will stall out a little bit, and that could keep some scattered showers in the forecast throughout the day on Wednesday, and still some mild temperatures as well, well above what we typically see this time of year. And then by Thursday, we get a little extra push from the front. That's when the colder weather will sink in. You will definitely feel a difference by Thursday with morning lows in the 40s, afternoon highs only in the mid to upper 50s. Now here's what that looks like. Next weather system developing, area of low pressure. That front begins to approach the region again Tuesday into Wednesday. Tuesday we see some rain from that front. I'm pausing this at about midnight Wednesday. This front will lose steam in a sort of way. It will stall over our heads. That's why we keep rain in the forecast for Wednesday. Then we'll see another system quickly develop behind it. We can see that with stationary fronts, a new system using the energy from the front to form again. This one will wrap in some colder air from behind it. That next front moves through, and that's what brings us our cooler weather by Thursday morning. Temperatures only potentially in the 40s. That's the first of several fronts, and you can tell when these fronts are moving through by our rain chances. Now, this first one, again, it's a slow mover. So we have some rain to start off the week, mainly Tuesday and Wednesday. Next cold front moves through next weekend, Saturday into Sunday. Then we have another cold front moving through potentially next Wednesday as well. That will also cool us down. A very active pattern, much different than what we saw last week, even the week before that. So that's why we want you to be ready for it. Now, as for tonight, it's pretty nice. We still have temperatures in the 80s, very warm out there, some high-level clouds. And one thing I do want to point out, a lot of our computer models are picking up more isolated showers today than what actually happened. I'm still not going to rule out a stray shower, but it's something I want to point out before we get to future track. Now in Galveston, beautiful sunset actually happening right now. Might see some light fog develop overnight. Temperature right now there along the coast is 73 degrees. As for 13 alert radar, nothing much happening right now. That front will eventually clear. We do believe it'll make it all the way to the coast, sending morning lows again into the mid to upper 50s, likely the low 60s for the coastline. So now we're going to walk through future track. You see some rain potentially between now and about 8 p.m. I'm not 100% buying that. A stray sprinkle, yes, but I really think future track has overdone the rain for today, potentially tomorrow as well. That being said, I do believe tomorrow is going to be cloudier. So with that, we can't rule out a stray shower in the morning into the the afternoon either. This is 1 p.m. and then even into the evening hours, a couple of those light showers possible tomorrow. Better chance for heavier rain, showers, thunderstorms is going to be Tuesday. That's the day you'll need the umbrella. Let's keep it on hand for Wednesday as well with that front lingering. It eventually clears by Thursday. Then looking at the rest of your 10-day forecast, next front arrives Saturday into Sunday. That roller coaster of temperatures continues all the way into that following week as well, with active weather taking us into the middle to later portion of the month.
All right, Elyse, thank you.
I'll be here tomorrow.
I'm already off. So.
You're already off. That's it for Eyewitness News. We hope to see you again tonight at 10. For Elyse Smith and Mo Hyder, I'm Tom Abrams. Have a good night and be kind to one another.
Hello there, everyone. Happy Sunday. It is Super Bowl Sunday, but if you're looking for something else to watch besides the Super Bowl, I mean, we've got you covered, of course, here on ABC 13. So tonight at 10, if you missed our forecast at 5:30, this week is definitely going to be a different week. Much more active, several cold fronts rolling through the region, including one that just moved through today. I know it might not feel like it, but yes, we had a front today. And then another one Tuesday through Thursday, another front Saturday to Sunday, another one potentially next Wednesday. So chilly temperatures, thunderstorms, all still on tap. We're going to get out of this warm and muggy pattern and see a pattern shift. These things do happen in the weather world. So, of course, I'll have the latest for you coming up at 10 on ABC 13.